Okay, so let's look at hitting it from the other position. So the last move was I was facing the mat. This time I'm facing the ceiling. This time Declan's going to be turtled. So we've covered this setup before. A lock harness control. There'll always be space at his right lat. So I'll bring my knee in to make that wedge. And then I can bring in my foot. Again, from there I can start bugging the neck, toes pointing out, and I get my back crucifix in. And again, I'm pinching with my knees. Again, I like to get two hands on the wrist. And now I just set up and I'm bringing Declan onto me. So we end up in this position here. Okay, so let's talk about that same arm lock again. I wouldn't make the triangle if I'm belly up, not belly down. There's too much play in Declan's arms, and he can twist and turn. Notice the way he can rotate his elbow. It's all about keeping his arm straight. I think a better way of playing it is my outside leg, my right leg is going to be the breaking arm. That's going to slide down to the end of the wrist, and my left knee comes high. So now from this position, I'll be using like a scissor movement to break his arm. Okay, so I'm just driving force in at the armpit, right leg's coming down to the end of the lever, and it's kind of like a scissor sweep. Notice the way that foot's off the mat, my right foot's on the mat. My hip is right behind his elbow, and I can hip in. Now whether you get that or not, as Declan tries to defend that, my free right hand's coming under, and now I can have the one arm strangle. So whether I get him with the arm lock or whether I get him with that, the only other thing Declan can be doing from here is, because I have two arms tied up, he can bridge into me with his feet. If he does, I just get two hands and control his head and shoulders. And as he bridges in, space opens up underneath his butt, and I bring in my left knee, and then I take him over to the straight jacket system on the strong side. His right arm's tied up, and now I'm back into the strangle. Let's just get another angle on that. So we've got three pathways there. Just on turtle position, head facing that way, bro. Perfect. So we're here. Okay, so from our position, I'm going to lock harness control, make my wedge, step in, crucifix position, and now from here, I'm going to be doing my pass off again. Plant my foot on the mat, and then I'm bringing Declan back towards me. Okay, the minute I get to there, I'll do a quick pass off. I want my right leg on the inside. So option one from here is the arm lock, or the arm lock from the back crucifix. Sliding my right foot to the end of the lever, left knee coming in, and now I kind of make space between my legs and turn on my left side. Okay, hard to see it visually. Second thing is, while Declan's trying to finish or escape from that, I just pin his wrist and go for that one arm strangle. My right hand's finding his jugular, rotation principle to pull back. If I feel he's driving into me, I just control his head and shoulders. Left knee comes under, and then I take him onto the straight jacket side. I'll be making my posterior mount on his left hip. We just turn this way, bro. Notice the way Declan's his primary defensive arm is tied up. So now from there I can start to work the choke, and we're back into the straight jacket system, which we learned in the early weeks. Just one more time with your head facing the radiator there, bro. Perfect. So from our position, harness, make the wedge, tie up, do a pass off, put my foot on the mat, and I'm bringing Declan towards me. So we end up here. Okay, so option one from that position is the arm lock. Again, we're not making the triangle, too much rotation on his elbow. So right leg slides down to the end of the wrist, left thigh comes into his armpit, get tension in the arm, and then I just turn my hip. My right hip is behind his elbow. Second option is he's trying to defend that, I just go for the one arm strangle. And now we're in. He tries to drive into me, I just control the wrist. I have head and shoulder control, left knee comes under, and now I just take him over to the strong side. And now I posterior mount, and we can start working the system. So that finishes that section.